Okay, in this video I want to show you how to ditch Microsoft Outlook for good and replace it with Mozilla Thunderbird. And if you use the calendar feature in Outlook, then the Thunderbird has a nice little plugin that enables you to utilize the Google Calendar. Now I'm going to explain all this as we move along, but the first step, of course, is to install Thunderbird. And the easiest way to do that is to just go to Google and go install Thunderbird, and Mozilla download, and away we go. So I've already installed it. I'm not going to continue with this, but of course you just click on this and follow the prompts and install Thunderbird. Now once Thunderbird is on your computer, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to set it up nicely to replace Outlook. And to me, it's a far superior email client than Outlook now that the calendar feature plugin has been added. So let's go ahead. I got Thunderbird set up here, and first of all, show you how to set up an account in Thunderbird. So it's asking for a new email address, and probably we're going to just skip this and use my existing email because I already have an email address, and I'm sure that's the case. It could be Gmail, it could be anything you like. Let's click on that, and I'll type in my name, and this is actually my real email, but that's okay. And continue. And nice thing about Thunderbird is it actually looks up the all of the server information, and that you don't have to put it in manually for the most part. There is a manual config if you need to, but I found that it just set it up itself automatically, which was nice. And we'll click done. And we'll go into the inbox, and you'll see it'll start populating in a minute here. There we go. So there's all my folders from my IMAP mail, and I'm ready to go. And you just simply can't get any better than that for quick. So now then, let's go into the Tools, Add-ons, and we're going to add the calendar extension here. So just go into your search box, type in Google Calendar, and search Google Calendar tab. Now there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and I've been told that some of them you need to add more extensions to get it working, but Google Calendar tab just works straight off the bat. So you go over here, you click install, and then you restart Thunderbird. Right. Okay. So now I really like the tabbed layout too for Thunderbird. It's nice, familiar, especially if you're a Chrome user. It kind of looks like Chrome. Anyway, so we'll close the add-ons manager now, and you'll notice over here is a little blue icon which signifies the calendar. So when you click on that, it'll ask you to sign into your calendar, and I'll do that right now. And we'll go remember password, because then it'll just be there all the time. Now as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of items on my calendar, but this is sure a convenient way to access the calendar rather than having to go over to Chrome here, log in, blah blah blah. So there it is. It's just that easy. Now another thing I'd like to do is we'll go back to the tools here, and we'll go to add-ons. There's another add-on which I've been using. I've transferred all of my contacts out of Outlook and put them into my Google contacts. Now, those of you who are concerned about privacy issues and you think that Google's spying on you, you can disregard this portion. But if you want the convenience of having everything up in the cloud, your contacts, your email, and your calendar, then this is the way to go. So I'm going to go Google Contacts and search. This is the beauty of Thunderbird, I think, is the add-on manager. So Google Contacts, we'll go ahead and install this one. And then restart Thunderbird. There we go. And we'll say OK to that. Now then. Okay, now the last thing, the next step is to grab my contacts, which I've uploaded all my contacts from Outlook. I exported them and put them into the cloud, you know, the good old Google Cloud. So all my contacts now are available from any web browser, but I'd also like to have them available in my Thunderbird program so that they're easy to access when I'm using Thunderbird. And here's how you do that. First of all, we have to add a Gmail account into the system. So what we'll do is we'll create a new account right here and choose skip this and use my existing email. And we type in the stuff that we need. Make sure it's a Gmail account here. Enter your password and continue. And the rest is all automatic, which is really nice. This is the first time I've actually seen an email client that figures it out for you and puts your incoming and outgoing server names in there for you. Click Done. And you'll see that, click on the inbox here. My new Gmail account shows up, and there's all my mail. Now, the folders actually do come in as well, but I found that it is necessary to close the program and reopen it. It's no big deal. We'll do that now. So now we double click on Thunderbird. And if you look, you'll see that in Gmail here, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. There's all my folders, which is great. And if we go into the address book now, you'll see that my Google Contacts are now in there, and they're ready to be used. So the way you use that is if you want to compose a new message, you click on Write. And the first time you do this, you'll probably find that your contacts are missing and you can't see them. And unlike Outlook, if you click on the To button, it's not going to bring up your address book, which is a little different. But if you go View, Contact Sidebar, then all your contacts do show up there. And you can either double click them or you can drag them in. Anyway, it's pretty simple after that. And that's that. We now have your private email, your Gmail account, your address book, and your calendar all tidily wrapped up in one nice, lightweight, bloat-free software. And it works better on Windows than Outlook does. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and please feel free to leave feedback comments. Thank you. Okay, there's a couple of things I didn't mention in this whole Thunderbird experiment, or maybe I touched on it a little bit, but I just want to explain that with these plugins working in Thunderbird, everything is synchronized with the web, and all Thunderbird really is an app. It's exactly what it is. Thunderbird has become an app, and the app gathers together 3 different functions: your contacts, your calendar, and your email. And it's live on the web, but you have a very nice and convenient app that manages it all, and it works really wonderfully. This is the future of software. The other interesting thing about Thunderbird is you notice how fast it's running on this computer, and This computer is an older machine. It's running Vista, and it's got 2 gigs of RAM, and I think it's a dual-core Pentium, an older one. And Thunderbird is just all nice and zippy, and yeah, it's just like a piece of software should run. It does run. Nice and fast, nice and snappy, nice and responsive. That's what you want. So there's my review of Mozilla Thunderbird. Thank you.